Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Apollo Middle Prep School, a school on the rise here in Antioch, Tennessee. We want to say thank you to our special guests, Mayor Karl Dean, Dr. Jessie Register. Thank you to all of our guests who are joining in this extremely happy and exciting occasion for the whole Apollo and Antioch community. We extend extreme gratitude to everyone who has made this special day possible, from those in Mayor Dean's office to Nashville Public Libraries, the Limitless Library, our contractors, the MNPS facilities crew, the instructional technology team, Dr. Keisha Ray and the Instructional Learning Department, and Cherish Pichet, and our librarian, Allison Maliszewski, for overseeing the day-to-day in-house implementation of this project. At Apollo, we believe that the library should be the heartbeat of our school. Everything we do in education begins with reading, research, and media. In a school like Apollo with such rich diversity, the library becomes the great equalizer. It is a place where all kids can come to learn and explore new ideas. Our Library Media Center is the source of such pleasure for our students already, to learn about each other in a rich, inviting environment. As you look around, you can see that a once dark, uninspiring space has been transformed into a bright, inviting center rich with technology. This transformation was born from imagining an environment in which kids in all of our community would want to learn. As you listen to our choir, come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want paradise, sit around and view it. Anything you want to do is, once you choose the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be.
That's a great song to open the program, and a great picture of the diversity that we think is such a great resource for Nashville, for our community. I want to thank John Hubble for hosting us today and giving that great welcome and the start with young people here at Apollo. Something I've been hearing again and again for the last few weeks is that schools are the centers of their communities. We've heard a lot of that. I believe that's true. More and more of our schools are opening their doors to their neighbors and becoming real community centers for learning and for essential services. We saw that not long ago at Wright Middle School when we opened a major library renovation there about a year ago now, and we'll see that here at Apollo also. School libraries are not what they used to be. They still have books, but they also offer state-of-the-art technology like iPads and the 3D printer here at Apollo. You need to go upstairs and see the 3D printer before you get away, and spaces for innovative and collaborative learning. Even the librarians themselves are different. They don't just check out books anymore. In many cases, they are the experts in their buildings for technology and instructional design. Thanks to donations from John Ingram and the National Public Library Foundation, some of our schools are getting brand new spaces that reflect new roles school libraries play in education. And thanks to the work of Mayor Karl Dean, his vision with Limitless Libraries, Kent Oliver and the Limitless Libraries teams, we can offer our students so much more than what's within these four walls. They have the world at their fingertips and millions of volumes of learning available to them through the Nashville Public Library. If you don't know about Limitless Library, you need to learn. It's truly unique in our community. This library space and really good school libraries in general are perfect examples of the collaboration that we have working here. The school district, the city, private citizens work together for the benefit of the students in the school community. Together, I think we've created something unique in this nation and a national model of collaboration. I'm very proud of that work and very proud to open this library for the students here at Apollo Middle Prep. Now I'd like to introduce the man in charge of the Nashville Public Libraries, Kent Oliver. Kent?
Thank you, Dr. Register. It's such a great day, isn't it? These are the kind of days that make the everyday so worthwhile. I'm not sure that any of our library board members were able to join us today, but I would like to recognize Terry Hughes, the president of the Nashville Public Library Foundation. As Dr. Register mentioned, that the foundation plays a key part in developing a lot of the programs that the library is involved with. The Nashville Public Library is committed to helping children in our city succeed in school and in life. That's why we are so proud of Limitless Libraries. By working together with the Metro Nashville Public Schools, especially the public school librarians, Nashville Public Library is able to reach students. Working together, we can boost students' desire for learning and development by providing access to our high-quality resources. We are passionate about lifelong learning at the Nashville Public Library. And we know they turn key students to nurturing, confident, curious citizens who value learning at every age and stage of their life. And it is important we plant the seed to do that. We've built a great space conducive to learning and this type of growth right here at Apollo Middle School. And I would like to take a moment to recognize Allison Barney and her staff at Limitless Libraries who've done such a great job in working with the school folks to make this space possible. Students will be able to come here to check out iPads and charge their own devices in our smart lockers. They can design and manufacture their own inventions on the 3D printer upstairs in the makerspace, or they can just relax with a great book in the upstairs loft area, perhaps one they've requested through Limitless Libraries and the Nashville Public Library. I do want to close my brief remarks here by recognizing Mayor Dean, whose leadership brought the public schools and the public library into this joint program. I've been privileged to work with Mayor Dean, and I can tell you as a library director, Nashville is very lucky to have a city leader who appreciates the value of public libraries. And I think more importantly, the importance of reading, discovery, and education. I'm pleased now to introduce Nashville's Mayor, Karl Dean.
Thank you, Kent. Let me first recognize Councilman Dominy, who's with us. Dwayne, thanks for being here. I'm happy to be with you today to officially open this space. This is really a beautiful, beautiful project. It was a little over a year ago that we opened the renovated Wright Middle Library in the fall. Before that, we renovated a library at Hillwood High School. And I was impressed by that work that was done at both of those schools, and that work was largely funded through generous private donations from John and Stephanie Ingram and working with the Public Library Foundation. That inspired us to put additional money in the budget to do 2 additional library renovations this year. And this school, as well as DuPont Tyler Middle School, which will open later today, actually, were the two schools that were selected. And I'm proud of this space. I think this is equally as impressive as what we have at Hillwood or at Wright. The work at all of these school libraries goes to show what incredible efforts the private sector can initiate and inspire in our public school system. Our public library has received tremendous private support over the years. That's what the foundation does. It represents all the support that comes from the private sector for our libraries. And I'm proud to say that Nashville has one of the best public library systems in the country. Early in my first term, as I visited school after school, it occurred to me that our school libraries did not offer the same quality of resources as public libraries, and I saw an opportunity to improve our school libraries by leveraging the resources of our public libraries. The concept sounds simple, but breaking down the silos between government branches, it was not easy. And I got to give a lot of credit to the libraries and the schools for working through all the sort of issues that come with this sort of collaboration and innovation. The result has been Limitless Libraries, which, as you all know, allows students to use their student ID cards to check out public library materials that are then delivered to the schools. We started this program with a pilot in 3 comprehensive high schools in 2010, and then in one other school. And part of the program involved having library system staff and school librarians cull and update the school library materials. We quickly determined that after we removed all the outdated materials, we were out of compliance with the Department of Education requirements for library resources, and we needed to increase and expand the resources at schools. We used the bulk purchasing resources of the library to buy new and updated materials. And the results have been outstanding. Limitless Libraries, I believe, are going to help change our city. A 2013 study of how students use and benefit from Limitless Libraries found that middle and high school students report a wide variety of short and long-term learning benefits that they credit to Limitless Libraries. High school students who use Limitless Libraries were more likely to perform well on TCAP's end-of-course tests in algebra, biology, and English, and middle school students who use Limitless Libraries were more likely to perform well on TCAP in English, math, and science. And that makes me incredibly proud. It is certainly due in large part to many of the people in this room who have embraced and promoted this resource. Your support and enthusiasm is clearly evident with the dramatic increase of circulation of school library resources throughout the district. The collaboration between Metro Schools and Nashville Public Libraries have been phenomenal, and Limitless Libraries, as Dr. Register mentioned, is being modeled across the country, and I think is a source of great pride for all Nashvillians. Libraries, including school libraries, should be a place where students want to go to learn and explore. From this classroom space with the garage door to the modern colors to the open air feel, this is what an inviting, welcoming school library should look like. The technology that will be available here will make a big difference in the quality of the library experience. This beautiful facility will encourage even more students to spend time in the library reading or utilizing 21st century tools, all of which helps to prepare them for a successful future. And we are not done yet. There are 2 high schools yet to be named, included in the capital spending plan slated for library renovations this year. And I look forward to celebrating with those schools in the very near future. I want to say thank you to community advocates John and Stephanie Ingram, the Nashville Library Foundation, for having this vision for these renovations. I want to thank the staff at the Nashville Public Library and in our schools who have worked hard to make this happen. This program is making a difference, and thanks to the great work of the school librarian here, Miss M. I know this space will soon be one of the most popular places in the building. I have one more announcement for you today. I thought it would be fitting to make this announcement today as we open this new beautiful library, and I'm excited to announce the book selected for our next citywide Nashville Reads. Nashville Reads is a call to everyone in Nashville to read the same book at the same time so that we all can talk about it and share our love of learning and reading. This will be the 4th Nashville Reads that we've done, and it will take place next spring with a wide range of events happening across the city, including an author's public talk. Nashville's Reads for 2015 will feature Ruta Sepetty's Between Shades of Gray, which just happens to be here at the podium. I thought today this event was the perfect place to share this news because this book is a popular young adult novel, and I know that many of our middle school students will enjoy reading it. It's a book that I hope many teachers will incorporate into their curriculum during this coming years. But the events really take place in the spring, but we want to build it up all fall long. I'm about halfway through it, and I think people will love it. You may recall our first Nashville Reads was The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, which was followed by Jan Martel's Life of Pi, and then last year we did We Are All Completely Beside Ourselves by Karen Joy Fowler, and I think because we selected that book, it made the short list for the Booker Award. I think that's why that happened. The details of Nashville Read 2015 won't be announced until early next year, but I want to encourage people to start reading and get ready. Now I'd like to invite all the speakers and the librarians to join me for a ribbon cutting. You do the honors.
All right. Hold on just a second. These are huge. All right.
Smile first. All right. Good. And then 1, 2, 3. Good job. Oh, you got the. Yeah.
These are charging. Take it from here.
Cool.
They have lots of colors.
So this is where you store them, and then.
Yes, so if students want to charge their own devices, they would come in and ask to use one of the charging lockers. I have a special key where the students get to pick their own 4-digit code. So choosing that 4-digit code means that their stuff is protected and only they know how to open it, and then they can put their stuff there all day and come back and get it when it's done. So we have an iPad bar up here. The television is for announcements, so we can project different announcements throughout the school day and school year. And let's head this way.
Help each other to make projects. The way you can get in through here is by asking your Paul librarian here. And the TV is for you can do visual things like connect the computer to the TV, and then whatever you put on the computer shows up on the TV. Any questions?
The Cyber Cafe is the area where students can eat. That's a big push in public libraries now, and we wanted to bring that to the school library setting as well. We also have some of our most popular items are back here to get the kids over here. So we have our graphic novel collection, which as you can see, the students have checked out a great deal. These shelves were full at the beginning of the school year, so they're very popular. We're ordering more brand new titles all the time. And also our playaways and DVDs. The DVDs are great, the kids can take them home to watch them, and the playaways are MP3s, so the kids can listen to those if they want to read along. With our school being a high ELL population, this is a great space for them, so it really helps.
What's the most popular book right now?
Oh my goodness. Definitely Divergent, Hunger Games, and still Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I mean, our copies are so beat up, we have probably 3 copies of each title, and they're never here. They're always checked out. As soon as one comes in, they get checked out.
The Stairs was here before?
It was, yes. There was another set there, and they took those out. We have brand new handles and railings for everything. They extended this space a little bit. So now this is a great quiet reading area. Middle school students love chess. That is just, they're obsessed.
Oh, really?
This has our chess teaching kit, and then this is for our more advanced students. And one of our goals is to make another set, to get one over here. Makerspace. We have a lot of different things up here, and I'm actually going to let Ben speak about it because he has been exploring the makerspace pretty much since it got up here. So I'm gonna let him talk for a minute.
So we have mainly the paper crafts and origami on the left side of the bookshelf. And then we have some origami books starting from here and then over. We have our drawing books, which is the
Library clerk.
library card. And then that was right.
What are accolades?
Accolades, we have a system where it's like a little money.
It's part of our school.
You earn it for,
School-wide positive behavior.
you get an accolade.
Yeah, we normally keep, like, we normally have a play one here, but we have it over there, because I was messing around with that, which I'll get to that in a second, but, we have the filament for the 3D printer, we have, the different colors, we have the makey-makeys, which is what that is. We have, some of our cameras, which we have one sitting on a tripod over there. And that's pretty much the technology camera.
All right, Ben. Why don't you show them what this is?
Okay, this is the makey-makey. What it is, it's, you hook it up to your computer, use a series of alligator clips, and you make the computer think that you're pressing a button on the keyboard. And I actually have a game pulled up if you would like to try it.
Sure.
Alright, so what you have to do is, I made it to where you don't have to hold this, but you have to have it rounded. There you go. You can play the first song. So you have to have your palm.
There you go, sit down. Get into it.
Competition coming. For me, you could either be Mario or Luigi. Which one would you rather be?
I don't know Luigi, Mario.
Okay, so Mario, you have to have your palm here. I find it easier to have it so that you can have it so it's easier to use the left and right keys, and you have your right hand over here to press B and A button.
Okay.
And then that's start and select. You press this and it gets going.
So I'm making them jump.
Yeah.
And this one would.
I don't think that one does any. I think that's back.
Alright, that's impressive.
What's cool about this is that you can use, the Play-Doh is just a good tool for it, but you could play this game using a banana, using anything that you can plug these alligator clips into.
Wow.
So, and all of this is provided by Limitless Libraries.
I did. Well, good. Well, tell her hi. Nice seeing you.
Can I get a picture of you?
Sure, right here. Thanks. Good work.
Thanks, Mayor.
How are you?